What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Young Gun out here riding with my guy Mr. Run. Riding with Mr. Run today. Such a beautiful day out here. We just could not pass up the opportunity to get out here and roll today. Run up there with this Hanneken Trike. Loving it. Looking good. Looking good. So just out here, riding on some of the nice twisties and enjoying our time. We were just talking about how people were saying that the older you get, eventually you have to stop riding, and and what age is too old to stop riding. What you guys think? Leave me a comment. What age is too old for you to ride your motorcycle or your trike? I know for me, as I get older and I eventually have to move towards a trike, you're not gonna have to tell me. I know I hear a lot of guys say, "Oh no, you will never get me on a trike. I will never ride a trike. If I have to get a trike, then I'm just gonna hang it up." Well, you know what I say to you guys? Hang it up then, because that's not the case for me. Not the case with Mr. Run. I mean, this guy here, he's been riding, good Lord, probably 40 plus years, and still rocking and rolling out here. As you can see, Mr. Run always say, thank the good Lord, I'm still able to keep on rocking and rolling out here. As you can see, shoot, we're having a blast out here riding these nice back roads in Kentucky. So, yeah, to me, I don't think age is not necessarily the thing, about how old you are to keep riding. I think it's more so your health-wise, is it safe for you to keep riding? I mean, you could be 40 years old and it may not be safe for you to ride anymore. So, it just really depends. Oh man, look at this. Love these nice sweepers out here. Super blessed to have such nice roads right here in our backyard. Mr. Run just called me up saying, "Hey, what are you up to?" And I said, "Well, I'm here at the house." "What are you up to?" He said, "Well, let's rock and roll. You want to go for a little ride?" I said, "Sure, let's do it." Run up here, he's handling that trike. One thing I'm impressed with is when we're rocking and rolling through here, how effortlessly it is for him to go through those curves. I never feel like we're going too slow, or and he's not feeling like he has to fight the trike. Hanneken has really outdid themselves with their trike, and especially with raking forks out. From what I've experienced when I've ridden his trike, and from what he tells me, it's a breeze. Any of you guys have a Hanneken trike? Anybody have a Hanneken trike? What's your thoughts with it? I know California Sidecar is a really good one as well. Really digging that. Oh, I like that barn. We got some really cool barns around here. Kentucky horse farms, tobacco, you name it. We just about got it all. Cows. Look how big this sweeper is. I mean, this thing just goes for days. But yeah, we like to, when we out here rolling, taking the back roads to me is where the enjoyment is. I know there's a lot of people that love to stay on the interstate, And that's cool as well, to each their own. But for myself, I really enjoy riding the back roads like this, peaceful. Woo! That bump right there, or that little drop, if you come through there real quick, sometimes it will definitely lift up the back wheel if you're really getting it. Okay, going up this big hill. I mean, look at these blue skies. You just don't get it doesn't get any better than that. Chilling out here with Mr. Run. A lot of times I gotta tell him, Mr. Run, you need to slow down, man. He's going too quick for me. Now this is a nice curve here. And actually, you're gonna see how it comes back on itself. I mean, I'm leaning all the way over there. Trying to keep up with him. I mean, good God. And even though, I mean, you can tell that we're still climbing, but when you're going 45, 50 miles an hour up here, I mean, it feels like you're going like 70, 80 miles an hour. So you just got to know how to gauge the curve, know your machine, know your skill level. You always want to ride your own ride. You got to ride your own ride up here because, as you can see, you go off the road here, you'll be over there with those horses. Or you be over there on that electric fence there, and I promise you, you will not be having a good day. And these type of curves and these hills out here, I really like it because it still challenges me. And you have these blind hills as well, like coming up here, and you just got to know your machine. I like to rest my two fingers, my middle finger and my pointer finger on my front brake at all times when I'm up here riding these back roads up here on the ridge like this, just so that if I need to get on my brakes hard or something comes out in the road or whatnot, I'm already at my brake so that I can have time to get my foot up to my rear brake. I'd rather be prepared because, again, riding out here, you just never know. I remember one time I was riding out a little bit farther eastern Kentucky, and we come around a curve and there was a cow in the middle of the road. And we had to get on the brakes real quick. And good thing I was already there. It kind of does help a lot to be prepared that way, because you just never know what's in the road when you ride up like this. I mean, look at that. A whole branch is in the road that we have to try to hurry up and get around, so you got to be on your P's and Q's, when you're out here, especially on the back roads. And we just take our time, and enjoying the scenery, enjoying the company of each other, and, the camaraderie with your friends, and just riding on the bike, The Go Wings are just so smooth, and I just enjoy riding it, especially on these back roads, and how the sweepers come in. I mean, it's like the bike it just dances right through the curves, especially one like this one coming up, where you can tell a little bit it comes in on itself a little bit. I don't know if this video is going to do it a lot of justice, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the point of it, when we're out here, to take in all of the scenery, as Mr. Run is saying, all the looky-loos, as you can see. Looking around, nice houses, and just peaceful. How many of you guys, at the end of your work day, you decide, you've had a stressful day, you just get out on your bike and just go cruise with yourself, with your partner, husband, wife, and just reflect reflect on your day. That's what I love to do. Absolutely love it. It seems like for me, I'm my own little piece of heaven, as I like to say. When I'm out here riding, nothing else really matters. Nothing really matters. I get to clear my head and think. And normally, when I'm riding on the back roads like this, I never have my radio on. Never have my radio on. I like to hear my bike. I like to hear the wheels contacting with the road. You know, I like to hear the engine. As you guys can hear it now. I know a lot of people, when they're doing their moto vlogging, they have music in the background and all those things, and that's cool and all, you know. I like that too. But I like the fact that when I'm sitting back and I'm watching the videos on YouTube, I like to hear the engine, because it makes me feel like I'm actually riding. Especially those days when you can't get out and ride. It's really nice. Really nice to get out there. This curve here is a tricky one if you come up in it a little too quick, because it eventually comes back here, as you guys can see. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, it's peaceful. We're not out here blistering through, flying. Now, don't get me wrong now. Every once in a while, I definitely do get out here and rock and roll, Amelia and I, and just when we want to get some thrill out of it, right? But again, like I said in my previous videos, you got to be careful out here, because you come around some of these curves and there might be gravel in the road, and you know, so this curve here is really tricky actually. I just know that this video is not going to do it that much justice, but if we were going back the opposite way, it actually does come back in on itself, and the road leans against you, so your lean angle is a little bit more. As you can see, look at Mr. Run taking off from me. I guess I'm going to look too slow. Yep, before Mr. Run had his Trike, for those of you guys who've ridden with him before, you know this guy can ride. He can ride. I mean, the one who actually convinced me to come over towards the Gold Wing. I always thought I was too young for the Gold Wing. But he's like, man, listen, you're never too old for luxury. And I must say he was right about that. I love every bit of the Gold Wing. Everything about it. I have drunk the Gold Wing Kool-Aid, and yeah, I might, you know, eventually get me a different type of motorcycle, but my Gold Wing will always be there. You know, I have 3 of them, and you know, and then Amelia has her Can-Am. So yeah, I'm pretty much sold on it. I just don't have enough room in the garage for anything else at the moment. But like a lot of people say, you just need to get a bigger garage. That is a fact. That bump there, it always gets you. But one thing I like about the new Gold Wing, especially with the new suspension, I mean, it just floats over, you know, those big bumps like that when you are going, like, you know, from the road going on to those bridges. A lot of times out here in these backwoods, well, not necessarily backwoods, but out here in the country, those bridges kind of sit a little bit up from the road, or they sit a little bit down from the road, so you get that bump there, and you know, it just glides out here. I mean, this bike is so smooth, you just really don't feel anything that's out here. And you know, I can just imagine out there on that Trike watching Mr. Run. I mean, he just glides out there as well, especially going through the curves. I mean, he never feels like it's going to roll over on him or any of those things. The Gold Wing is just made right. It's just made right, you know. really impressed. I'm going to eventually do a review on what I think about my 2023 On The Go Wing DCT. I'm probably going to try to get a video out here pretty soon about doing that. My schedule has just been so crazy. That's why it's been hard for me to get videos out. But some of my guys out there, sent me a couple of text messages and calls saying, "Hey man, when you going to get another video out?" So, and Mr. Run even called me not too long ago saying, "Hey, whenever you want to go out and do some more video, and you let me know, I'm ready to roll with you." I think that's pretty cool. So, but I'm definitely going to get a review out. There are some things that I'm still noting, some things that I like, some things that I don't like about the 2023 Go Wing. So we'll see. So just stay tuned. And I really appreciate everything that you guys. Oh God, looks like he's turning there. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys for your support to my channel. It is growing. So whenever you are out there and you see my videos, shoot me a like, shoot me a comment, and make sure you share. And most importantly, subscribe. Thank you guys, and have a great day.